What's up, Virgo? Um, Let me make sure I got this kid and we'll divvy out the cards. All right. Virgo. All right, Virgo, what's going on with you? I hope all is well. It is Gemini season, so make sure you shout out your favorite Geminis. Let them know what's going on. This reading's for any placement of Virgo. It don't matter. Everybody got Virgo in their chart somewhere. Whether you got planets there natally or not, you still got Virgo in your chart. Same thing with Gemini, because it's Gemini season. You may not have any planets in Gemini in your chart, but because the sun is there and Jupiter is leaving there and going into Cancer, that particular area of your chart is being affected right now. So make sure you check out your chart, all right? Because we want to look at things from an astrological perspective, all right? What's going on with my Virgos? We're gonna see what kind of messages come out for y'all. Is there any? Well, I think there's a planet. Mars is going into your house soon, if it's not already there. All right, I didn't check the planets today site to see exactly what was popping, but I looked at it yesterday briefly. But yeah, you should be feeling some energies as far as Mars energies coming your way. All right, I'm gonna get 5 cards out. We're gonna hop into this. 5 cards for Virgo. For those of you who are familiar with the channel, I haven't done signed readings on this channel in a long time. I set up a separate channel to do signed readings, but I subscribe to all my channels in total. But I'm gonna be using this one and Many Styles of Tarot because those are the only two that I can do live readings on. Because whenever I try to record a reading and upload it, neither phone allows me to upload. Okay, so we still gonna get you your readings, but it just may be on one of the other channels instead of the one I set the channel up for. All right, 2 more cards. I'm gonna set the cards up so you can see them. And I'm gonna just look at this reading briefly, these cards here, but we're gonna do another set because all these cards are in reverse. And we're just gonna talk about what's going on and then I'll do another set because I don't like when all the cards come out in reverse. I just, I'm not feeling that for y'all. But at any rate, let's just talk about what's here. Got the world energy in reverse, major arcana for Saturn, 9 of Wands in reverse, Page of Cups in reverse, 5 of Wands in reverse, and then the 5 of Pentacles. Let me move this over so you can see everything. I'm gonna my camera situation together. Don't worry. Soon enough. All right. Bear with me here. All right. So, and from what I understand, I need a mic. So I'm gonna get one of those too. But give me a minute to get everything situated. I appreciate y'all patience with me in these channels here. So Saturn is about restrictions, rules. It's about discipline and karma. Something is in reverse. So a lesson is not learned. Karma has not been completed, or you may have opened up a new karmic cycle, right? I don't know if it's one you should have opened up or not, but sometimes we get into scenarios and situations where we cause karma for ourselves. Like if we get with somebody we ain't supposed to get with, right? Maybe there were warning signs where you shouldn't have dealt with this person, but yet you deal with them, and then there's a contract between you and this person. Like, for example, say you get, there's a guy or a girl, whoever you date, whatever you date, right? And this person is not good for you, but because of loneliness or because of lack of discipline, especially when we're dealing with Saturn, you get intimate with them anyway. So now you've opened up a karmic contract with this person that you weren't necessarily supposed to have a contract with. So the challenge is the 9 of Wands energy in reverse. It's like letting this go, not fighting for it because it's not something you're supposed to be in anyway, or it is a karmic contract you're involved with, but it's time to wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? And you're having a problem letting go. Maybe you're stagnant for some reason, or there's some reason why you're not wrapping up this cycle. What you don't know is the Page of Cup energy in reverse. This person or whoever you're dealing with, there's no, they're just for fun. Okay, they're like I get an energy of this is somebody who's not your type, especially with Saturn here. This could be somebody. It could be ages, right? Because we're dealing with the Saturn energy in reverse and the Page of Cup in reverse. So we could be dealing with somebody who is a significant age difference. Or like I said, it's just somebody you really not supposed to be in a karmic connection with. Like you could have been mixing bloodlines with somebody you ain't supposed to be mixing bloodlines with. And as a result, for example, now I'm not saying this is for everybody, so I want to put a disclaimer out before I say this, because a lot of people will not agree with this. But in the spiritual, I'm looking at this from a spiritual perspective, not a mundane 3D perspective. Sometimes children who are born with defects, sometimes they're born with defects because you have two people who get together whose bloodlines are not supposed to mix. I'm not saying that every child that's born with a defect, that is the result. I mean, it's because of that. But in the spiritual realm, certain bloodlines are not supposed to mix. And as a result, when they do, sometimes the children come out and they have issues, whether they have mental issues, whether they have physical issues. This could be a child who has a heart issue. Okay, there could be something going on with their heart. And maybe this child is maybe 9 weeks old and it could be something going on. I'm sending prayers to you and your family. Okay. But somebody could be wondering why. Why is this happening to us? Why is it every time we have a child, we go through this, or I have a miscarriage, I have multiple, like somebody could have had multiple miscarriages with the partner that they're with. And sometimes, not all, but sometimes in the spiritual realm, it's because the universe don't want y'all together. So I'm getting heavily here a theme of somebody not supposed to be with someone, but you created this karma with this person. You created this contract with this person. So now this contract has to play out. So where your head is at is the 501 energy in reverse here. So maybe for whatever reason, you're done fighting, or you've given it all you can. I'm getting the energy of, for example, there could be somebody, a child who may be, this is very sensitive. I'm sorry, but I'm just channeling what I'm getting. And again, I'm sending prayers to you and yours if you're dealing with this. This could be a child who was born maybe early, okay, and they're on machines. And maybe the child is not, if they're taken off the machine, they would not survive. And this could be a situation where the doctor is telling this person that they've done everything they could do. Okay. This could be something you're watching on TV. It doesn't have to be going on in your life directly, but this is what I'm getting. And so with the 5 of Pentacle energy here, this is somebody who has to deal with that loss. Okay. And if it's not about the child, it could be, like I said, this is somebody who is with the Saturn energy reverse, the Page of Cups. You could be dealing with someone who is a totally different age range than you. There's a significant difference in the age range. And maybe you're dealing with this person and they're very immature. You just, it's like, it's like, okay, yeah, I dealt with this person, but like, what was I thinking? And there's no swords here. So there was no thought process in this. Like literally, it was all about, we got the wands here. Okay, and we got earth energy here because we got Saturn and the 5 of Pentacles. And so this was all about emotion and lack of boundaries, and not looking at the situation logically and saying, this person is not my age. Like it could be a significant age difference, like maybe 17 years. I mean, the person could be legal. Well, everybody could be legal, but it could be somebody who's like 28 years old dealing with a 53-year-old, right? And it's like, y'all are really not evenly yoked. It could have just been a sex thing where it's like, oh, we had sex, we both were going through something. We happened to bump heads and we connected, but yet, we know we not each other type. We know this is not going anywhere. Or it could be somebody who you met someone and then you talk to them about what they want in a relationship and what you want. And for example, maybe this person wants children and you don't, or you can't have children. So it's like, why are we even doing this when I know you want marriage and you want children and I don't, right? That type of, it's like a mismatch here. Okay. That's what I'm getting with this. So, somebody is dealing with that. So, you're going to have to decide what you're going to do. All right, let's pull some other cards out here and see what's going on. Messages for the Virgo collective. Messages for the Virgo collective. What we got going on for Virgo? Make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. That way you'll get the notifications when I post. I'll be posting a lot more on the channel, so I would like you guys to be able to, get the messages when they come out. All right. So we got the Ten of Wands, the Five of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the Tower, major arcana here, of Mars energy, and then we got the Nine of Cup energy in reverse. Let me just make sure you can see the cards. All right. So Virgo, Virg. The Ten of Wands here. There's a limit here. All right. Somebody's been trying and doing everything that they can. They could be working hard. Somebody is, you know, they're tired. You know, they're doing a lot. It's like, yo, I need some rest. That's what I'm getting here. It's like somebody could use some rest. Somebody could use some sleep. Somebody could use a couple days off. Somebody could use a vacation. I'm getting 10-day vacation, that type of thing. I'm getting somebody trying to get something done within a 10-day period, because the wands to me represent days, or is it weeks? It could be weeks too, right? But somebody's trying to get something done. Somebody could be rushing, trying to get something done. They could just be feeling overwhelmed, stressed out. The thing is that, you know, the thing is with this Five of Cup energy, it's like, you know what? When I get the Five of Cup energy, it's like the Five of Cup energy to me is like somebody saying, you know what, yo, I got to take a loss. You know, this was a challenge, it was a struggle, but I still got, I still got this going on, so I could go ahead and just focus on that. Let me just chalk this up as a loss. This has a lot to do with the other reading that came up. You know, it's like somebody is putting in time and energy into something, and it's just not going to work. Uh, and it's just like, the challenge is somebody saying, okay, let's just, I'm just getting that song. I don't know who that song is by, but it's an old school song from back in the 70s. Let's just kiss and say goodbye. It's like, I'm gonna miss you. I can't lie. Understand me, won't you try? Ah. Please, please, don't you cry. It's just like, let's just let's just, we it's not going to work out. Let's agree to, let's just go ahead and go our separate ways. Like, we really was just not really meant to work out. You know what I'm saying? But somebody is having a hard time dealing with that. And I kept hearing that song where when he be humming, he'd be like, it's like that song hit heavy. Let me see if I can find out who sing it. Yeah, like, it really resonates with this. Um, yeah, many nights have passed this by. It's by the Manhattans. It's called Kiss and Say Goodbye by the Manhattans. All right, so that would resonate with somebody here. Now, what's hidden is of pentacle energy. So this is, what you don't know. Okay. What you don't know is this person is somebody who, I'm just getting to somebody who's not interested in a relationship. They're not interested in this particular Queen of Pentacle energy. This is somebody who, oh, hold on. They scratched out. Like, somebody got a wife. I'm just hearing DMX song, the kinds of games is being played. How's it going down? And he's like, come on, Ma, I got a wife. Like, I'm hearing that type of thing too. Whether you're telling this person you're married or not, or whether this person is telling you they married or not, it's like they're being very obscure and ambiguous in their communications as to what they got going on. You know how you could be talking to someone, right? And you don't hear from them for like 3 or 4 days at a time. And then they text you. And then when they text you, you like, oh, okay. And you reply back, and then you don't hear from them for like another 2 or 3 hours or another day. And it's like, what's up with that? Or, and then this goes on like this, and then maybe they'll call you, and then out of the blue, and, maybe you're not able to answer, and then you're not able to catch up with this person again for another couple days, but y'all not seeing each other, like some shit going on. So this what I feel like is somebody still dealing with somebody. They either got somebody living with them or they're married. With the Tower energy here, this is you finding out about this and being pissed off about it. Or being frustrated about it. But the Tower is Mars energy. So Mars is all about, yo, I want to know what the fuck's going on. Because Mars is about your desires, right? I want to know what the fuck's going on. So once you find out what's going on, you got this Nine of Cup energy in reverse. This is like something that does not make you happy. Also, what I get with this Nine of Cup energy in reverse is somebody who's single who got played. Because the Nine of Cup is in reverse to this Queen of Pentacle. So you might got somebody who's trying to juggle more than one person. They still married, but they out here trying to do whatever they doing, and maybe the third party is just like, yo, I'm not with this. Or maybe the person who's married trying to juggle is like, yo, I can't keep doing this. Something like that, yo. All right, let's see what's going on here. But somebody's definitely unhappy in the relationship that they're in, and they may have tried to, instead of them just dealing with their shit, they invite other people into their situation. It's really selfish. I think that's a selfish, fucked up thing to do. You know, that's just me personally. It's like, you know, you got something going on. Why are you, entertaining other people when you still got one foot in and one foot out? Unless you're one of them type of people who hop from house to house. You know, that could be the case because you can't afford to live on your own. Some shit like that. I don't know. But I feel like that could be what this is too. Somebody sees somebody as an opportunity and they trying to get with this person. But what happens is something happens with this Mars energy here. Something explodes and it's like, nah, it's not going to work out that way. And so now somebody is looking like being greedy with the Nine of Cup energy in reverse as well. Greedy, selfish. Like you knew what time it was. You was trying to have your cake and eat it too. Yeah, blind. Ten of Wands and blind. So somebody is trying to keep something from someone, busting their ass to try to keep whatever they got going on, the other side of things, from whoever it is that they dealing with. The challenge is the the Five of Cup energy in reverse and loneliness. The challenge is that this person is with someone, but they lonely. It's like they're in a relationship, but they're lonely. So this is why they're entertaining other people outside the relationship. But the thing is you don't know that this person got a husband, or you don't know this person got a wife. But their wife or their husband, the relationship is dead and over. Remember the first set of cards with Saturn energy in reverse and then the Page of Cup in reverse? It's like the relationship is fucking over. They just won't leave each other. I don't know what the stagnant energy is about, but that's what's going on here. This is why I tell people you got to be careful when you get into connections with people, not to get intimate with them right away. Because you don't know who they still dealing with or what they got going on the side or behind the scenes. Yeah, see, family came out here, clarifying this Queen of Pentacles. This person got a family here. And then they got the luck card came out here. So with the luck card, that talks about jackpot, fortune, and so this person has a good situation. In this case, this person got a good situation. It's just they bit off more than they could chew. They was being greedy. They wanted to have their cake and eat it too. You see what I'm saying? So this could be a man who's married. He got a wife and family, everything he need, but for whatever reason, he's lonely. And I feel like with this loneliness and this Five of Cup energy, this is just somebody who is not appreciative of what they got. You know what I mean? They're not appreciative of what they got. It's like the type of person where, okay, this is a man who's married, right? And he gonna cheat. If he could get away with it and not get caught, he gonna cheat. But he know he ain't gonna be able to do nothing with the other person but that. But with no swords out here, he's not gonna communicate to the person and tell them what's up. He's not gonna be honest with them. You know, this could be a woman too, but take it how it resonates. What's this? See, conflict and schedule. This is what I was just talking about. Somebody calling you when they can call you, when it's convenient for them. You can't get with them when you want to get with them. You gotta, and you getting tired of that with the Tower energy. Like, yo, what the fuck? I can't call you. You don't answer the phone at a certain hour. We can't go out when we want to go out. Yo, come on, man. Come on with the bullshit. And so this is what I'm getting here with that. And then you got the Nine of Cup energy in reverse. This person is just fucking being greedy. They just want to have their cake and eat it too. Yeah, see, with origin energy, the origin came out in reverse, right? It fell over. It was like this in reverse. So it's like there's no need to try to begin something with this person. Like, why would you try to begin something with this person when you can't come through? Like, this is some selfish bullshit here, Virgo. Whether this is you doing this or somebody else doing this, it's real selfish. And so for some of you, you're at a point where it's like the person, whoever the third party is like, you know what, I'm not dealing with this. This is fucked up. I'm out. Or it could be, the husband is like, yo, I can't keep, going back and forth. Uh, or the one, somebody is like this. It's like, yo, I can't keep with the back and forth. Now, I don't know if the other person knows the other person is cheating. I feel like they do, because I feel like these people have not been intimate with the lonely energy here and the Five of Cup energy. I feel like, because Five of Cup energy is Scorpio energy. But I also feel like this person has done this with three other people with the Five of Cups. They've done this with three other people, and they probably other got two other people that they like. This is a selfish energy here. Very selfish. That's one too many. Very selfish. Very selfish. Very selfish and self-centered. And they just lonely, but they're going to bring everybody else into their hell. Instead of coming up out their hell. Yeah, see? Instead of coming up with the Six of Swords, coming up out their hell. They blindly bring other people into their situation and toggle and juggle other people, knowing damn well they can't handle that. Instead of just walking away. Instead of just saying, okay, let me just leave the situation here. They won't do that. Now, I don't know if it's because this person, I don't know why they won't leave. Chariot energy in reverse. Maybe they ain't got no place to stay. They don't got no family. They have a dysfunctional family environment. But this is when the Chariot is in reverse, this is an energy of someone trying to make someone stay in a situation they don't want to be in. They don't want to be here. So I don't know if they're doing it because of tradition, because of security. It's like, okay, I'm used to this person. I'm comfortable with this person. We got a house together. We got obligations together, but I don't like this person. So these people could be sleeping in separate rooms. As far as their marriage is concerned, somebody could have a job where they work at a distance, and the other one, they may only be home a couple days out of the week. It's like, it's real weird. Yeah, and here's the King of Cups, Scorpionic energy. So it's like, yeah, this person is sneaking around trying to find somebody who they could move in with. Because they got the family, the Queen of Pentacles and the family energy, but they looking for somebody that who will understand what's going on with them and allow this shit to go down. This is what they looking for. Tell me about this conflict energy here for Virgo. We got a lot of Scorpio energy here. So it could be a Scorpio or just a secretive energy of other people's energy. All right. So with the Scorpio energy, we have the Three of Cups. Yeah. So this is somebody who's looking for companionship. So you could be the one who was looking for companionship with the Three of Cup energy, and this person is not giving you what you want, or they got you on some weird ass schedule, and you're like, yo, what's up with this? And so with this Mercury, this is Mercury and Scorpio. So say Mercury and Cancer. So it's like, you're trying to establish some type of rapport with this person, or maybe this person just wants to hang out and go out and have drinks, and then, or maybe that's what happened. Y'all might have went out on a date. And it was like, okay, or when you want to see this person and get with them, you got to do it on a weird ass schedule. Okay, here's the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like someone's holding back. They're holding back because they're trying to have their cake and eat it too. They're trying to start something with somebody, but they're not going to give them 100% unless they realize that this person is somebody they can move in with. I feel like this is somebody who's trying to go from one house to another, but trying to be sneaky about it. This is crazy. All right, this is crazy. So I don't know if this is you, Virgo, in a relationship like this, or somebody who's dealing with this, or you're the third party in this connection, or maybe you're watching something like this on television. But yeah, somebody wants stability and security here. They could be saving their money. Somebody could be being selfish and saving their money so they could start over again. That could be the case, so they could start over with someone else. So maybe this is what this person is doing, because I'm showing that here. It's like the Nine of Cup energy in reverse. They're not happy where they're at with the origin energy. They want a new beginning. And with the Four of Pentacles, they're saving their money so that they could, have 10 of Cups with someone else. Somebody could be getting money from their family as well to secretly get themselves out of this relationship that they're in. So it could be their family member. So somebody could be married, they're unhappy in this connection, and maybe they're getting assistance from their family to get out of it, to get money for an apartment or a house. Yeah, here's the star energy here and the two of cups as well as the wheel of fortune. Exactly. So somebody is trying to find somebody else to help them get out of this situation. So be careful you're not the third party in this situation, like you're not being used. You know, like I'm getting that energy of someone straddling the fence, like they still got one foot in the house, but instead of them going out and getting their own money and getting their own place, they would rather try to meet someone who's got their shit together where they could just hop from this house into this house and try to keep everything secretive. Because again, there ain't no swords out here except for the six of swords. So they're not really communicating and telling this person what the deal is. So if you're in this situation, you need to make this person let you know what's up. Because they're looking at you as star quality. But they know that you're not having the bullshit with the chariot energy in reverse. This could be somebody who's looking at you as if you're lonely, but they looking at you like you the one. With the star energy, the wheel, and the two of cups, they looking at you like you the one. But again, there's no swords here. They're not communicating with you, telling you what it is. They just trying to like hold on to you and still try to, get out of the situation they in. So don't let nobody play you like that. Yeah, faithless. So the relationship that they're in is faithless. Ain't nothing going on with that relationship. That shit is over. That's what the Saturn energy was in the very first spread with the Page of Cups. The shit is just over. There's no love. They may have a child with another, but this person keeps making excuses as to why they not leaving. Whether they would tell an excuse or they making excuses in their head. I don't understand why they won't leave. Let me see if I can find that out. Power. Okay, so somebody has some power and control over someone, and I believe it's finances because we got this pentacle energy here. So somebody is in. These are people who may have assets together. They may have a house together. With the chariot energy in reverse, they'd have to sell the house so that this person could get. I feel like, I don't know. It's something about money and house. Because there's stability, security here. Because Cancer showed up twice with the Three of Cups energy and the chariot energy in reverse. Like somebody ain't happy there, but they secure there. They have children. And, this person is making excuses here. And I feel like they're just trying to have power over both situations here. This is what I'm getting with the power energy. So somebody is just, like I said, they're being greedy and they're being selfish. It's like they're not keeping it real with whoever they're dealing with, the third party person. They trying to, and it's like, I feel like the less they know, the more power they have. See, with the power energy and the scorpionic energy, that deals with power. Power and control. Someone's trying to maintain control over both situations and they having a hard time doing it. Yeah, fated. This partnership or this is a destined partnership. So for some of you, you meeting this person, like I said, you could be the one who is you're interacting with this person and you really shouldn't be interacting with them because they still involved with someone else. Or you're someone who's in a relationship with someone and you're interacting with someone else, or your partner is in a relationship with you, but they interacting with someone else. Take how it resonates. Stability. It's what I'm talking about. That's the reason. Again, I reiterated with that Ten of Pentacles, the Chariot energy, the Cancer energy here with the Three of Cups, and stability. So it's like they will stay this way if they don't up and leave. These two people in this partnership will stay this way. They will just, because nobody's going to leave. Because they both, I guess, are reliant upon each other, or they got the house in the name, and it's like a lot that would have to go. They would have to go to disassociate with one another. Well, I feel like, that's your problem. You know what I'm saying? That ain't the other person's problem. Yeah, see, this is a lesson here. Spiritual lesson. So somebody is in a marriage, they're in a karmic relationship. They wasn't supposed to get with this person in the first place. They got with him, got married to him, had kids with him. Now y'all done bought a house together. Y'all done put, you know what I'm saying? And it really wasn't based on love. Now y'all unhappy in this connection and you might be stepping out or your partner is stepping out and everybody trying to figure out how to secure themselves an exit strategy, but yet and still nobody's talking to anybody and keeping it a buck with no one. I feel like the only people who really know what's going on is the two people who are married. But any third party that comes in, it's like this person is not trying to tell the third party what's going on. They're just trying to be sneaky and ease their way in and see if they could, you know what I mean? It's like they out here scouting, but they doing it on the low. Yeah, visionary. But for whoever this is, they see what's going on. It's like they know what time it is. Here's the CEO energy. Like I said, someone wants to be in control. They want to be the boss. Okay. And then we have detective. So somebody's figuring out what's going on. Now, somebody could be having their partner investigate it because they're trying to figure out what you up to, why we ain't sleeping together, because the loneliness card came out. So for some of y'all not sleeping with your partner. If y'all with them, they sleeping with somebody else. And you notice, or y'all just got a difficult schedule and it's hard to catch one another. And you're like, is this person messing around with somebody else? Like, this is what's going on here. Now, the CEO is somebody who works a lot with that 10 of wands. This is somebody who makes excuses. You know, they may be telling the third party, oh, I work a lot. So, you know, I'm really, you know, my schedule and, you know, with the schedule card, my schedule is difficult for us to, you know, it's a conflict. The schedule is hard for me to hang out and things like that. And you're like, yo, fuck all that. I'm not trying to hear all that. Like, you got somebody, you're not keeping it a buck. You're not keeping it real. So for some of you, you know, whatever side you fall on with the situation, situation is about to hit the fan if it hasn't already. Because we got the 10 of wands in the tower energy. So this shit about to hit the fan. It could very well hit the fan once Mars goes into Virgo. And that could be soon. Okay, Mars goes into Virgo when? Let me see. Let me pull up the planets today. The planets today. I know Mars goes into Virgo at some point. Yeah, so that song, The Manhattans, Let's Just Kiss and Say Goodbye. That's real shit right there. It's like, you know, let's just go ahead and just wrap this up. We know that we not into this no more. We don't love each other like that. You know, we've been at this. It's just not working. I don't know. Maybe y'all done been to therapy and, you know, or somebody just refuses to go to therapy. And it's like, yo, we done everything we possibly could do. It's just not working. So instead of them, you know, ending it, they just stay, you know, and it's like, it's crazy. So where does Mars goes into Virgo on June 17th. So today is June 8th. All right. So by the time June 17th come through, this might be a situation that hits its head, right? It may get to the point where it's like, yo, y'all gonna have to do something. The tower is gonna come in and make something happen, especially with this 10 of wands, because somebody, it's too much. So we got stagnant, stuck, dead, frozen. That's the relationship. It's dead and it's stinking. And it's just like, y'all don't want to, you got a dead body in the backyard. You don't want to bury it. You're just going to let it sit there and stink up everything. And now everybody around you could smell it. And it's just, come on now, just bury the body and move on. You know, symbolic for, yo, just in the relationship and move on. Wishful thinking. So somebody keeps thinking about when, you know, well, maybe we could work it out, or maybe we could. So maybe somebody has the mindset, well, maybe we could fix this. Maybe we could work it out. And I feel like Virgo, that might be you, because you always trying to fix shit. That's your energy. You gonna work on something until you can't work on it no more, and that's not a good thing. Always, that's not a good thing. Or your Capricorn placement is like that. You gonna work and fix it and fix and fix and try to fix and fix and fix. Ain't no fixing this shit. You ain't supposed to be with this person no more. Y'all have outgrown each other. Yeah, you're thinking about the possibilities. Follow your dreams. Make up your mind. Believe in yourself. So for some of you, this is all this is. It's like, think about what it is that you want. You know, with the wishful thinking, what do you want your future to be like? What do you want your relationships to be like, you know, moving forward? And if you're not expressing that to your partner and they're not willing to express what they want, and y'all are not meeting, you know, there's not a meeting at the minds, and then you went to therapy and you still can't work it out, it's okay to say goodbye. Therapy don't fix all relationships. Therapy sometimes tells you, yo, let's just kiss and say goodbye. And that's what we're going to name the title of this reading. Let's get this deck out, and then we'll got all the decks out. All right, so that's what I got for you, Virgo. I wish you the best in this. I'll see you in the next reading. Later.